Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And here we go again with our free Sunday morning for UK time. And this is lunchtime where I am here at the moment in Bulgaria. And so I'm a little bit like 3 minutes late. I'm sorry about that. We had some toddlers issues. So let's have some time for others to join us and find your comfortable sitting position if you want to sit down, or lay down if you feel tired and you need a bit more of a support. So have your props nearby, like shawls or belts or blocks or books to use instead of blocks. And we're just going to sit comfortably, find a position which will help your back to be long, lifted. Find that you're not slouching, you're lengthening out, and you're not overextending your back, so it's middle. Okay, shoulders down, sternum is open, and just hands in any position that you may find comfortable, mudra, or just in your lap. Roll the shoulders a few times if you need to, and settle. Lengthen through the crown. Chin is almost parallel to the floor. Gently feel that lift at the back of your neck, and if you want to keep your gaze on the spot in front of you, that's fine, or close your eyes if that is okay. Also see which way is better for you, and just sit in the moment for a moment to find how you feel the contact of the body and the floor. Keep that awareness of the comfortable position that you're in, and lengthening with the inhale, so in the vertebrae, and with the exhale, allowing any tension to go away, to soften. And just observe for a moment that your face is soft, your tongue is soft in the mouth, forehead is soft, and just become aware of all the sounds around you. And try not to react to any of the noises, just observe them with curiosity. And then observe how you feel, any sensations, any emotions and thoughts. Observing them coming and going with, like a silent witness, awareness, with curiosity, openness. Just for a few moments here. and observe for a while. And if it's not already in your belly, just move your breath into the belly instead of the chest. And feel that movement on inhale and exhale. Breathing into your belly. And when you're ready, we're going to take 3 Oms together and the Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, thank you. So as you're sitting comfortably, we're going to start opening the shoulders and the neck, because this area might find a bit stiff. Now that it's getting more spring-like, it's possible to have Vata aggravated, and Vata is ruling the joints. So anything that is stiff and tired in the joints is Vata. Vata likes to move as well. So observe that. Maybe you want to feel more like active, with the Vata awakening. And you also mentally, if you have a Vata mentally, you may find you're more unsettled, your thoughts are rushing through, many ideas coming and going, a lot of anxiety also is present when Vata is active or overstimulated. So having that in mind today, we're going to observe that awakening of movement, okay? And just for a few rounds, see the joints, or especially the joint which connects the head and the neck. Initially you want to do just the front for a little bit, just keeping the chin down, rolling and extending the back of the neck, keeping your shoulders away from the ears and the back is straight. If it's possible, just roll at the back. If you feel like you want to do a few rounds here instead of few circles, up to you, whichever works for you, but carefully with the breath so you don't get dizzy. Exhaling, lowering, inhaling, lift, and then swap the direction. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 or 5 rounds, very slowly. And come back to center. Beautiful. Center yourself before we start moving on the other side. So inhale, exhale, roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forward. Just for a few rounds. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to interlace into Garudasana, arms, exhale, and inhale. So I might turn to the side so you can see that you're keeping your back straight and you just keep the elbows in line with your shoulders, and then gently forward, if it's possible, the forearms. And breathe in and out through your back between the shoulder blades. Two and three. Inhale, exhale, we swap the other elbow on top, interlace the fingers, allow the elbows to become in line with your shoulders, and then if you want to go forward with your forearms, that's fine, or stay where you are. Again, 3 breaths into the back, between your shoulder blades. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to open the joints, the major joints in the legs. So when you're ready, if you want to just gently rub your toes, your whole foot, and then interlace the fingers into your toes and just roll the ball of the foot, the ankle clockwise, anti-clockwise. Then inhale, exhale. Few rounds here and there if you want to. Roll the shoulders down, squeeze that shin towards the sternum, and 3 breaths here. You can gently rock side to side, or keep it steady and stable. 2, 3, and we swap. So squeeze the whole of the foot. Any pressure points there, keeping rooting into your sitting bones. Don't lose connection with the other foot, is actively pressing the heel down and opening the toes. And then you squeeze one at a time. Interlace the fingers into your toes as much as it can, it's comfortable, and then roll the ball of the foot and the ankle clockwise, anti-clockwise. Yeah, and when you're ready, then it comes into the elbow, or if it's not possible today, into the wrist, and then the other wrist. Okay, that's a variation. Or if you can, use both elbows, interlace the fingers and squeeze that shin towards your sternum, keeping the shoulders down. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to go on to 4. Okay. And then from here, we're going to start working our way into puppy. So if you can, lower the forehead, keep the hips above the heel, the hips above the knees. And stretch the whole of the spine, lengthening through the tailbone. If your body is really open, you may want to touch the chin and breathe in for 3 to 5 rounds here. Two. 3. Keep pressing the palms into the floor and the top of the feet into the floor. 2 more breaths. 1. 2. Wonderful. Then gently walk your way back to 4s. And then we tuck the toes under to lift into down dog. 1 heel at a time. If you want to keep the heels 1 up, 1 down, or both slightly, bend your knees, gently move that you're lengthening through the tailbone and the crown. Shoulders away. 3 to 5 breaths here. Make sure you can't see your heels, they're parallel, hip width apart. 2. 3. Make sure you move the shoulders away from the ears. 4. Keep turning the hips to the sky. 5. On the next inhale, exhale, let's walk forward gently, and we're going to come up to do a swan dive. So swan dive can be done with slightly bending the knees every time, because you need to release tension in the lower back. Always bend your knees slightly when you want to come up. Or if you keep your knees straight, make sure you press really into the floor with your feet, pressing down in order to give energy for the upper body to come up. Okay, so it's up to you depending on how your back is feeling. So let's go for a swan dive for 3 to 5 rounds. Standing in Tadasana, pressing down. Good. And when you're ready, in. Exhale. Parallel toes in line with your fingers. Now bend the knees so your thighs are parallel to the floor. Look forward, inhale. Then exhale through the crown, lengthening, pressing the feet into the floor. Feel the hamstrings opening. And then when you come up, you either bend your knees gently to come up, or keep, as I said initially, straight legs but pressing down through the feet. Okay, again. Wait for the breath to move you. Always shoulders down, away from the ears. Again. That was 3. Keep lengthening through the crown, pressing the feet. Inhale the 4th variation, swan dive. Be mindful of the movement following the breath. Wait for the inhalation to lift you up and the exhalation to start the movement back into the chest and touching the hands when the breath ends. And the 5th. Just stay here for a breath into the asana. Listen to the breath. So hopefully by now you've connected with your breath and movement, whether it's natural or ujjayi breath. Let's go for a sun salutation in your own time and variation. So let's get 3 rounds together. I don't know if you can see me here. Hopefully you can. Right, okay. In your own time. So, inhale. Second round. When you become aware of listening to the breath and just following it, It becomes meditation in action. If you want to have a break, keep looking. The connection is never interrupted between the breath and the movement. So the third round, continue following your breath with movement. Without judging, you just follow the awareness of how you feel physically, mentally. It's normal sometimes through the practice of asana or flow to become really sad and cry a little bit. That's fine, or happy and laugh. Just observe that, whichever is going on with you. With compassion and awareness. When you finish your third round, exhale into Tadasana. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. You can have your arms beside the body or in front of your heart, but keep pressing into the feet and draw energy, inhaling and exhaling all the tension out. Any emotions, as I said, just let them come and let them go. They surface to show you they need a release. Okay? Good. Now on the next inhale and exhale, we're going to go into pyramid. And I want you to approach this pyramid with the awareness of how sometimes in life we get stuck in a situation, whether it's physical or mental or emotional, which we're kind of, it's challenging for us. And through pyramid, when we get there, I want you to be able to learn how to soften. There is a variation on, I'm going to demonstrate that for you first if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about. And also when you get there, you'll be able to observe how you feel. And that through a curiosity and compassion in your observation and through the breath, you'll be able to sustain it and pass and go through. And that's how I would like you to take from this class, that you can transform your daily life into yoga through breath, through awareness and compassion and patience, and knowing this will pass, and just observe it with curiosity. So pyramid is right or left side, whichever you feel comfortable. First, one foot comes forward in line with your hip. The back foot is pointing the same direction. Hopefully you see that. Okay, and it's just a comfortable stretch. It's not wider or less, it's just a comfortable like that. Okay, so when you're ready, then pressing with the exhalation, rooting down. Inhalation is lengthening all the way up. And now we can do it in stages. Hold your waist here and start going with the exhale, hip flexing. Good. And that's fine where you are today, that's absolutely fine. You may want to bend slightly the front knee. Cool. And if you have any blocks or books in this case around you to use as a support, that's great. Or maybe you reach with your fingertips there. Good. Then inhale to keep lengthening through through the crown. Exhale, keep pressing into the floor, and with that you would feel that you're stretching and you're opening the hamstring. Now this burning point is where you feel, oh, very uncomfortable. Then you can soften here. But then again, with curiosity, you may want to go further. Keep the gaze, the drishti, on the big toe. Keep both feet in the same direction. Maybe at this point your palms will be touching flat on the ground. Keep the drishti on the big toe. And get to a biting point in the position which is comfortably burning for you. And stay there and breathe in and out. Observe, as I said, with compassion, curiosity, how you feel emotionally, physically, and also mentally. What's happening to your thoughts? Are you judging yourself? Now at some point, maybe some people are able to turn the fingers to look back and come a bit deeper. And maybe eventually the forehead will be touching the shin or the knee. You can gently soften the front knee. Extend it through the exhale if that's possible. If not, keep it soft and keep observing the body. Keep observing the shape. Keep the face soft. And the tongue in your mouth is soft. Beautiful. When you're ready to come up, bend the knees slightly and then just gradually with the inhale, very slowly coming up without getting dizzy, pressing into the floor. Observing your state of balance first, because it's important to find balance before you start moving to the other side. Inhale, exhale, Move the other foot back, pointing it forward. So it's not turning, the foot is pointing forward, and the other one. So they're both facing the same direction, they're hip width apart. Okay, now when you know where you're going, although this side may be different than the previous, and that's also okay, just observe it, don't judge it, don't compete with yourself. Okay, so when you're ready, inhale, lift. Exhale, begin the journey. So working your way through the maximum expression of the pose today for you. So also if you need to interlace the fingers and roll for a deeper expression in that forward bend into pyramid, use so, but make sure your feet are rooting, opening the toes and pressing down. Keep the long neck. Okay, keep the eyes open, don't close your eyes to keep your focus active. Good. So any variation that you feel comfortable with, observe it. Good. And surrender. When you're ready to come up, press the feet, rooting them into the floor, bend the knee slightly and gently come up. Beautiful Tadasana. Okay. Inhale, exhale, we go into the floor. Down dog. Into your flow. Knees, chest, chin, either cobra or upward dog. Back and down dog. Inhale, exhale, into pigeon. So right knee coming towards your right thumb. Good. Lengthen through. And breathe in and out, opening the chest. Back foot is pressing into the floor. Now for those who need more edge and they're really open into the hips, you can move that shin slightly more parallel with the your front of the mat. So the idea is to feel that really opening here. And when you're ready to begin your journey to walk forward, keep the shoulders away. So again, we're working on sciatica and this area which is ruled by Vata. Okay, and so any tension there is released in the sciatica is released by opening this joint, stretching here, going forward. surrendering all the way down into pigeon. After 5 rounds or so, when you're ready to come out, just inhale back to center, exhale, tuck the back toes, lift into down dog. Exhale down dog, and then inhale the left side. And again, coming up to lengthen through. Observe for a few rounds of breath how you're forward, you're opening the chest, you're lengthening through the crown, pressing the back foot into the floor. See which side, if you need this side also to be a bit more open, and that's fine. You don't have to go all the way down, it can be just forearms, as long as you feel the opening in the hip. Okay. You can also come back off it, just adjust whichever. Works for you. And again, observing if you have any rushing thoughts with the breath, with the awareness and passive awareness, you feel that you can stop your thoughts. Okay? So Vata mind can be quite aggravated, and with the breath you're able to stop that. If you're Pitta mind, you can feel a bit more of a judgmental comparison, how it was on the other side, how it was yesterday. So this is Pitta. Just observe it. Just see what thoughts coming out on the surface. And if you're Kapha, you may be thinking, oh, can't be bothered. Why do I do this? Observe, okay, and stay with the breath. Beautiful. When you're ready to come back, palms underneath the shoulders, inhale, lift, tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. And then we're coming to sitting. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do tabletop. And you can hold it for 3 rounds of breath here, or be dynamic if you wish, and just be like this, which involves the core muscles. So you'll lift the bum off, slide it, exhale, press the palms into the floor, 5 rounds. And after the 5th, hug your knees into the chest, come flat on the ground. And for those who want to go for shoulder stand, you're welcome to do so. Initially hinge a little bit. Can be a little bit of a angle here before you start lengthening. Okay. And stay as long as you feel comfortable in this one. Reversing the flow of blood, rejuvenating your face, the heart, the brain, and the digestive system. If you're gasping, if you can't breathe properly, hinge in the hips. And observe the breath is able to move freely. And if you want to stay here, that's fine. Also variation, bending the knees and flexing the feet into bull. And if your body allows you to go into plow, but keep supporting with your palms the whole of the back. Variation is, if it's possible, you can move and step into your palms, but keep lengthening through the tailbone so there's no pressure or heaviness on the neck, on the shoulders. You're extending through the tailbone, finding space for the breath. Good. And when you're ready to roll down, gradually vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, coming into goddess. So goddess pose is when feet are together, but open the knees apart and the palms facing up, elbows bent. Deep inhales, exhales here. If you wish to go for fish instead of goddess, press the elbows into the floor and lift so that your sternum is high up. The crown is either gently hovering above the floor or just touching it, but there's no weight on the head. It's all in the elbows. So you're massaging the thyroid and the thymus glands, which are the throat and the beginning of the chest. And take goddess after that if you wish, or Shavasana. Make sure there's no ponytails, nothing that is restrictive for the head to come flat on the ground. Goddess is lovely because it's the sensations of being totally open and surrender to the floor. Really quite a vulnerable position for some people, and it's a challenge for some people to open like that, you know. So practice that in order to see how it makes you feel. Do you feel protected? Do you feel uncomfortable or challenged when you are in goddess. Protected means that you know the earth is supporting you, taking care of your nourishment, shelter and so on, and knowing that sky or universe is hearing you, looking after you. And you're like a baby, so you can be either happy baby pose or goddess pose is like connected to the earth and the sky at the same time. Observe any sensations and thoughts and feelings and let them be. Let them come and let them go. Gradually, when you're ready to move into Shavasana, with the exhalation, arms beside the body, legs becoming straight and apart, really loose. And if you feel you want to go and cover yourself, so cover. For Shavasana. Sorry, I think the broadcast was a little bit interrupted. I do apologize. Then we go flat on the ground and surrender. Again, observing the sounds around you. Observing any sensations, any thoughts. And then the breath, just observe the breath in and out, but how it moves the belly. On inhale and exhale. And anytime you feel distracted about thinking something, go back to the breath and observe the movement of the belly on inhale and exhale. Staying with your breath. And And on the next inhale, exhale, gradually begin to deepen the breaths. Feeling that beautiful sensations of lengthening through the body. Even if you want to give it a lovely stretch, like a morning stretch. And coming up to sitting. With that stillness and awareness within you, we're going to take a deep inhale and 3 Oms and the Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurbhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you guys. Hello Jag, hello Chad, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully that was a good session, calming down any anxiety, any Vata aggravated states. So yeah, hopefully pyramid was a good example of tension, whether physical, emotional, psychological, that we happen to be in like everyday life. And through yoga, through breathing, through awareness, you'll be able to go through any challenging situation that you may find yourself in. And yeah, so stay cool, stay safe, and be aware. See you next time. Bye-bye. Take care.